So, is LEGO getting worse? That's the question I'm posing in this video, and the reason why is because I've noticed quite a lot of below par sets being released by LEGO in recent years, especially the larger sets. For example, we have the Batbox recently, which I just think is atrocious. We have this Chewbacca, which is just being revealed. I have no idea what this is. And we have obviously like the Hulk Buster and the Black Panther bust and this recent Captain America shield. I just don't know what is going on with LEGO at the moment. But on the other hand, it has to be said, LEGO has made some pretty amazing sets recently, such as Rivendell, the Titanic, and also the Mighty Bowser, which is one of my favourites. But it just seems at the moment that for every truly great LEGO set, there's around 3 or 4 just average or below par ones. So LEGO is clearly capable of making great sets, it's just that there's definitely been an uptrend in below par sets as well, and I think I know the answer to that. Thank you to FlexiSpot for sponsoring today's video. They actually sent me their E8 adjustable desk, which you can use as a standing desk. You can adjust the height of the desk with a simple push of the button, and it can get really high, which can come in handy if you're a really tall pro basketball player. You can also save your preferred heights for sitting and standing as a preset. So with just one press of the button, you can take your desk to the perfect tailored height for you for whatever you're doing. I personally switch between the two modes while editing videos to ensure I'm not sitting or standing for too long of a period. This especially comes in handy while I build LEGO sets, which, as you know, can take hours. You can pick up this desk from multiple different colours on FlexiSpot's website, which will be linked down below in the description. And if you want to take advantage of their summer sale, then make sure to place your order before the 31st of July. Now let's get back into the video. So the thing to blame here, in my opinion, is primarily coronavirus. So if you don't know, when coronavirus came out, yeah, that doesn't make sense, does it? But you know what I mean. Western economies were majorly disrupted, and a lot of people, most working adults, were locked in at home, and people needed a new hobby to pick up to pass the time while they're stuck in their houses. And LEGO turned out to be the perfect answer to that, and that's why LEGO, in the midst of the pandemic, brought out the Adults Welcome campaigning and promotional messaging. This was done to take advantage of the shifting markets to get working adults into LEGO by making sets directly tailored to that audience. We saw so many 18+ lines just come out of nowhere, such as the LEGO Icons theme, LEGO helmets of iconic movie characters, LEGO movie scene dioramas, which is one of my personal favourites, botanical sets aimed at adult females, a vast amount of LEGO art sets, and classic LEGO game consoles. And what does all this mean? Well, it means two things. Firstly, LEGO are releasing more sets than they ever have before. There are so many sets being released today compared to how many were released even 5 years ago. It's crazy. So when you think about it, let's say 75% of LEGO sets are good and 25% of them are bad. I'm just throwing numbers out there. That means with an increased production rate, with those fixed percentages, with more sets being released all the time, there's naturally going to be an increase of bad sets because more sets are being made today. So it's creating this interpretation that LEGO is just getting worse and worse, when in reality, LEGO are just releasing more and more sets, so the amount of average or below par ones are going to be more than before. I also think it's partially down to the fact of the new direction LEGO has gone in. Like I said, LEGO has gone in a more adult friendly direction since the pandemic, and some people don't like that. Some people enjoy play sets. They don't like the big, over the top, expensive sets, and the price increases with inflation and everything like that doesn't really help either, especially in a cost of living crisis. So speaking of play sets, over the long period of time, since 2000 or whatever, clearly LEGO play sets and their building techniques and everything like that has gotten better. There is no doubting that. However, it seems there's a lot of people saying that 2015, 2016, or even earlier, 2012, 2013, were better for play sets than currently. And I think that's a completely valid opinion. I think the builds themselves are generally getting better with more building techniques and new pieces and stuff like that, apart from when it comes to LEGO City, because that theme has just become an absolute joke. But Relatively speaking, minifigures, in my opinion, I have noticed a regression in quality over the last 10 years or so. Some examples of this include Lord of the Rings in general. So LEGO has recently brought back LEGO Lord of the Rings and I'm well excited for it. I've already said the Rivendell set is up there as one of the best LEGO sets of all time in my opinion. However, the minifigures aren't as good as they were back in 2012, 2011 when the theme originally ran. I just think LEGO are more restrained when it comes to printing nowadays, especially for arm printing and side leg printing, but oftentimes just a normal front leg printing, especially for themes like Marvel, and even LEGO Harry Potter. Look at this Bellatrix Lestrange minifigure which came in the 2010 Attack on the Burrow set. She's absolutely fantastic. And then the same set got re-released later, the Attack on the Burrow set of 2020, so 10 years later, and a decade of LEGO gives us now no skirt printing. It just makes no sense in my opinion. The design is already there from 10 years ago. How have we gone so far as to not include skirt printing in this example? And it's not just printing either, it's cloth pieces. I don't know if you've noticed, but LEGO has stopped using the cloth pieces as regularly as they did before. And it really comes to hurt when you make things like Endor, which by the way this is an 18+ set, which doesn't come with any sort of ponchos or cloth pieces, which in my opinion is absolutely essential for these characters in this particular scene. Even the 2015 Imperial Shuttle set, which is obviously a play set, had the poncho cloth pieces included, and these minifigures are worth so much more because they are so much better, and I don't want to have to spend $20 on cloth pieces just to elevate my current 2023 LEGO Endor minifigures to what LEGO used to make in 2015. It just makes no sense to me. And it's not just in regards to the sets themselves where I think LEGO has regressed in quality somewhat. For example, the instruction booklets. The instruction booklets used to look beautiful and now they look cheap, I guess is the word. They've just gone with a bad render on the front when they used to take pictures of their sets. I mean, that's another issue in terms of misinterpretation and misleading consumers somewhat, but we won't get into that. But the renders just look cheap. The actual white design of just no colour, it's just boring. And I think the reason they made this change, from what I've heard, is to not stain the paper bags, which don't even exist yet, with ink. Yeah, I don't really understand that either, because if the printing and the instruction manual quality is so bad that the ink is rubbing off on the paper bag, then that's a whole other issue entirely. But also, I don't really care if the paper bags have a little bit of ink markings on them because they're just going to be going in the bin anyway. But yeah, I'm not going to get too much into this. That's just my general thoughts and opinions in regards to the question, is LEGO getting worse? And I guess the answer is sort of and sort of not. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Top of Bricks. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another LEGO Harry Potter video. Even though this wasn't a LEGO Harry Potter video, it will be a LEGO Harry Potter video tomorrow. I'll see you there.